Hello everybody, welcome. I was doing this. Welcome, and I hope you liked my drumming with the cone. That'll become more relevant later. But before that, are we beatboxing? No beatbox. It was all cone. It was all the cone drum. Okay. Hello, how's it going, everybody? Matt got a fresh cut. I did not. I did not get a fresh cut. I just haven't had my beanie on, so it's a little bit more possible to not have that on during the stream. Also, it's a little bit hot to have it on during stream, to be honest. So it's nice not to have it. Now, guys, we have we love your drumming. Thank you, Kitty. But your sweet words will not make you more likely to win. Although I think you have won a couple times already recently, so I think you don't even need my good my help. You don't need to charm the host to win in Quiztime. Hello everybody, welcome to Quiztime Trivia Thursday with Hobbii, with me, Matthias, your Matt, your host. I am here, gonna be doing 3 different quizzes with 5 questions each. In this quiz, in each quiz, you'll be able to win a $25 gift card to the web shop. The Hobbii web shop, of course, and that will also be equivalent in your currency if it's pounds, norske kroner, svenske kroner, euro, whatever it might be. You can get that as well, of course, as $25 equivalent. So that's the price that we have on the line today, as always, basically. And we also have a giveaway at the very end. So we have 4 different coupon codes. $100 has to be given out today to many of you guys out there, or 4 of you guys at least. But that also means that if you do win the coupon, you will have the first place in these quizzes. And these quizzes are 5 questions each. Each quiz will be basically a whole new quiz. So like basically everything is washed clean. We go from 0 again to find the next winner. Okay. So if you won the first quiz, you're not gonna have an advantage in the second quiz, unless of course your advantage is your brain. So there's that. We also have that's basically what we have. We have a few different quizzes today, of course, and I'll show you how actually the first quiz will be looking like, basically, and that's this. This is the live trivia game. Welcome. We have a little bit of a warm-up here, so here we just show you how basically the quiz functions, how it works, how you guys answer in the quiz. By the way, as well, I have linked a Quiztime 5 in the chat, and also on both YouTube and Facebook. It's also pinned as a comment, and you can always use Quiztime 5 for the next 24 hours to get a 5% discount on top of any order that you have. So there you go, unless of course you have a different coupon code in there, but I mean it works with other discounts, normal discounts at least. So guys, here, hold up, what happened there? Okay, there we go. Finish the sentence. World of 1 yarn, 2 Warcraft, 3 Hobbii, or 4 books. What is the answer? What is the answer? This is a warm-up question. It's just to show you how it works. This doesn't matter at all, okay? It's one question just to show you how it works. Nobody's gonna win anything but the honor of winning this. 1 yarn, 2 Warcraft, 3 Hobbii, 4 books. What do you think this is gonna be? 30 seconds, and this is how it works. You put 1 in the chat if you want to answer yarn, basically, and so on and so forth, and that's how the quizzes are gonna be. Today we have no zoom-in quiz, we have no will it flat, actually, so I've put those on break, but I have some other pretty interesting concepts that are coming up, especially the last quiz I'm pretty excited about, which I think will be probably the hardest, some of the hardest possibility of the quiz. I think this quiz in particular is not that hard, the third quiz, but the concept of it can be very difficult if you make it so. So I think that's gonna be like a future recurring quiz that's gonna come up, just like Will It Flat, just like Zoom In, so on and so forth. So yeah, what do you think was the answer here? I mean, you should know already. I mean, you know me, I'm gonna put Warcraft in there. You also knew that. World of Warcraft, man. It's not World of Yarn, not World of Hobbii, not World of whatever else. What was it? World of Books. Who has heard of that? World of Warcraft, of course. You guys know. Good. We are on the same wavelength, okay? We have a bunch of Horde and Alliance in here. I can feel it. Or maybe you're just trying to appease me by answering what I wanted you to answer. Of course, I'm a massive World of Warcraft player. Ever since 2007, I've been playing that game for more than 20 years of my life, and that's like way more than half. It's Cozy AF who won that warm-up game, of course. Good on you, Cozy, for knowing my sensibilities. And of course, we also have KBA on there, and Marissa on the podium, and many others. I see Erica, I see Mirka, I see Artemis, I see Whips, I see Scribble, I see Sparkly, I see many others. Sorry, I can't get through all of you guys. But we have 3 actual quizzes where there's actually stuff on the line, and also it's gonna be actually relevant to yarn and the world of yarn and whatever else, all those things, and also a little bit of Hobbii in there as well. But I think actually immediately might as well get straight into the first quiz. I think, in my opinion, meet you at 0. Hello Matt, hello Hedda, by the way, hello Kelsey, hello Mirke, hello Kelly, hello Whips, hello Bolo the Titan, hello Lita, hello Shayla, hello Anita on Facebook, by the way, as well, and Kirsten. We have also Sonia, we have Shelby, Jennifer, Kat, we have many others, Megan in there as well, we have Winnie, we have Dee, we have Kimberly. Good to see all you guys, all the recurring characters, but also new faces in there. I hope that I put something in the chat if you're new, please, so I can see that we have some new players as well, because it's always fun to expand a little bit. Where are we going with this? This is a Mohair quiz, the Mohair quiz I call it. I don't know why it's showing up like that on my screen. You couldn't see that, but which animal grows mohair yarn? Is it 1 sheep, 2 rabbit, 3 goat, or 4 cat? Which of these animals grows mohair yarn? We started a little bit basic. We have, of course, covered this many times in live shopping and in quiz time, before, and probably also bingo. But I just wanted to run it by you before we get deeper into the mohair, of course, just so you know where we are starting off. So what do you think is the animal that mohair comes from, basically? Alliance forever, I see in the chat. I mean, Jessica, I'm also Alliance in my heart, but I gotta say there is really Draenei male is not a very fun. It's not very fun to play shaman as, because they're just pretty big and like a little bit bumbly. They aren't really like agile and So I like to play troll shaman, because it's a little bit more my style, my sensibility at least. So I play troll shaman. But usually I'm also... It's frozen! My screen keeps freezing. What? Do you watch traders? I don't. Oh no. Is it your Wi-Fi or is it all of you guys? It keeps freezing. Okay, so it's freezing for all you guys. I don't know why that is. It looks okay from my perspective, but we have a goat in there, of course. It is the goat, not the rabbit. There are something called Angora rabbits, but that's not where Mohair is coming from, by the way. It is from the Angora goat. So there you go. But yeah, okay, so it's freezing a little bit. That's annoying. Lagging on YouTube, it seems. Okay, I hope that it's okay for you guys to answer, and I hope that it then like starts to function as well. I can't really do much from my end. It looks okay here, so I think it's a YouTube issue, maybe a server thing. Which country produces the most mohair yarn? Is it 1, the United States, 2, Turkey, 3, South Africa, or 4, Argentina? Many different countries here. I mean, you have the US, of course, in North America. You have Argentina in South America. You have Turkey in Asia, Europe, and then you have South Africa, of course, in Africa. So we have a little bit all over the place. So it is your guess. It is up to you. What do you think is the most mohair producing country in there? Like that's all up to you, man. I mean, if you know, you know. Oh, it's lagging bad. Oh no. I mean, it's saying on my YouTube dashboard that it's actually working just fine with no problems. So it maybe try to reload your answer the question, then reload your stream. So maybe that works. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay from my end. There's really no issues from here. So I think it's a server thing. Hopefully it goes over. Please, Facebook, tell me if it's good. Okay, Lita says that she's switched to Facebook and now it's better. Hopefully it is, Lita. I really hope so. Facebook working fine. Okay, great to hear. So it's not on our end. I think it's a YouTube server thing maybe. That's why we stream to 2 places. It is South Africa. Nobody answered that. Almost nobody answered that. Who answered that actually? I can barely see who answered. It is Jessica, I think, and we have NBD and Cozy who also knew that. But yeah, it's not Turkey, it's not Argentina, it is South Africa. I know, I mean, they stand for almost 50%, 60% almost of the overall mohair production in the world, apparently. So that's quite a lot of mohair, but there is some other markets that are gaining a lot recently. But how do you obtain the mohair fiber off of the goat? Is it by shearing or to combing? Do you shear or do you comb? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Shearing, shearing, pretty more so. Like Ed Sheeran, like but you shouldn't share Ed Sheeran. That would be a little bit sad for him, you know. I mean, I don't know if he'd like to be bald. I mean, he has a nice head of hair, you know. Why would he want to shave it off, you know? So please don't share Ed Sheeran. That'd be a little bit sad. I had to come from YouTube and I could cry. Oh no, Kelsey, Facebook is working better, YouTube is not. Okay, I hope YouTube works soon again a little bit better. I mean, I'm seeing that people can at least answer in the chat. I'm seeing that's always something, but of course you also want to be able to like watch the stream and enjoy the stream, and then maybe also the commentary if that's enjoyable to you. Shearing. I mean, it's not really helping me, MBD, because I'm kind of just reading E, you know, E's. Just like the old meme, E, you know. Do you remember that? The E. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me who's chronically online. Move to Facebook to try to keep up. Hopefully it helps you, Emilia. I hope so. We also have, of course, 2 more quizzes coming up where we start from 0. So hopefully you guys who went over to Facebook, it works for you over there. YouTube is fine for me. Okay, Erica, YouTube is fine for her. Interesting. I mean, it could be a local issue, maybe. I don't know. But it is shearing. Basically, you comb out cashmere, but you shear mohair. Yeah, I mean that. Apparently, a very tough quiz here. No, I mean you shear mohair. So that is amazing that many people said combing. That so many of you like that. That makes me feel like I'm wrong, you know. But maybe it's just I don't know. Which artist sings a song featuring the lyrics "She's got electric boots"? A mohair suit. Is it 1 the Beatles, 2 Madonna, 3 Elton John, or 4 Chief Keef? Very, very similar artists in here. Very similar artists, all of them in the same bracket, of course. If you know, you know. My favorite song when I was 5. Well, Marissa, you would know. You would know then, huh? Maybe it's phones. It could be phones. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be. It could be. Oh, what was on a roll there, man? Oh no, MBD, I'm sorry. They shear the mohair too? Yes, they shear mohair. I have at least not been able to find any other information than them shearing it, and I've looked at a couple places, so it is apparently, they shear that and they comb the cashmere out. So that's how it works. But the lyrics, "She's got electric boots, a mohair suit." I don't know how the song goes because I didn't know the song, but I found I think it was on Wikipedia that I found the lyrics in the section of mohair just to see, like, I mean, that's kind of funny, you know, that they have a mohair suit. So why not bring it into the quiz? And maybe you would know the song because, of course, it is Elton John. You guys knew that. You all knew that. Okay, it's a pretty popular song, it seems like. Nobody said Chief Keef, which I mean, some people said Chief Keef. I'm sorry to you guys who said that. I put that in there because I thought it would be kind of funny to put Chief Keef in with Elton John, Madonna, and the Beatles. But yeah, most of you guys knew that it was Elton John indeed. Fast is wrong. Wait, what? Thank you. Wait, what's going on? Guys, update from last week. I got the job. Let's go, Amy. Let's go. Congrats to you. Congrats. The biggest congrats to you. Which of the following countries is the country of origin for mohair goats? This is 1 Turkey, 2 South Africa, 3 Peru, or 4 Argentina. Now we have 2 countries in the same region-ish. I mean, Turkey and South Africa are pretty far apart, but it's still on the Eurasian and African plate, kind of. Not the plate, but like on the, you know, they are at least connected somewhat. Where South America is very far away from all of it in terms of overall sea in between, the oceans in between. Finally got one right. Okay, Kimberly. I mean, let's go. Benny and the Jets. Exactly. It is from the song Benny and the Jets. I didn't even mention that it was Benny and the Jets. Sorry. I actually have noted it down in my notes, but I just forgot to say it. It is from Benny and the Jets by Elton John, of course. Now, let's see what you guys are writing. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of different answers here. 1s and 2s and 3s and 1s and 2s. Okay. Facebook are mainly saying 1 and 2. And YouTube is mainly saying 1 and 3, so that's kind of interesting to see the difference. And maybe you guys are copying off of each other a little bit too much. Maybe you need to stop being lemmings, a little bit, and actually, answer for yourself. I am assuming that most people are answering for themselves, by the way. But I also know that sometimes, also whenever I do a quiz, sometimes you gotta follow the masses, right? This is Turkey. Turkey is the origin place for the mohair goat. That's also why they are still a big producer of mohair. but they are not the biggest. It's actually South Africa who apparently banged a lot on the Mohair goats, but apparently there's also been a lot of animal abuse claims against many of the farms there. So I think it was H&M and some other places that have boycotted Mohair from South Africa. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit of a spicy issue. I'm not completely sure on the entire picture, but that's what I could read myself to. Cozy AF with the win here, 5 out of 5. Artemis as well, 5 out of 5, and Sarah Johnson 5 out of 5, and also Nashida on 4th place with 5 out of 5 as well. Good job to all you four people getting 5 out of 5. You were all correct, but Cozy AF coming in with the victory here. Cozy AF, you win, Cozy AF. Congrats to you. You have won as well of course, a gift card. You know where to contact live@hobbii.com, live@hobbii.com, and you will receive your $25 gift card as well. Now, that was the first little quiz. We have two more, and I think the third one, by the way, is the most fun. There are 2 of me right now, but not for long, because we have to get going into the next quiz. We have 2 more quizzes, 2 more quizzes coming up, and also 1 giveaway at the very end. So we have 3 more coupons on the line. 3 more coupons. So close. Maybe if I weren't wrong at the last question, who knows? Maybe Mirka, who knows? Maybe. I mean, you got 4 out of 5. I mean, that could have been a victory. But anyway, I mean, 4 out of 5 is great in any case. Especially when we had so many of the questions where many people didn't know that you, for example, don't comb it out. You actually shear it. Not me. Is there a prize if you get all wrong, Laura? I'm sorry, but no. How many cone 500s would you need to tie together at the ends to reach from London to New York? I'm not going to tell you how much. I mean, I can tell you after this question, okay, how much there is in a cone. Because I want the first question. This entire numbers quiz game where you put a number from 1 to a million, it can be anything, like any number. Just don't put any decimals or anything. Anything from 1 to blah, 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 you know. And that can be the answer, but how many cone 500s would you need to tie together at the ends to reach from London to New York? I'll tell you the length of a cone after this question, because we have 4 more questions coming up about this, okay? So this is today's theme for the numbers quiz. I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of math maybe, but also like some you don't have to do math, just do some estimation in your head maybe. If you know kind of thing, because if you know the distance between things, you would kind of be able to guess this, you know? So, I just smashed numbers for closest guess. Well, I mean, it's been a while since we had a math-related closest guess quiz game, so I figured I'd make one, you know, for old time's sake. It's been a while. 3,282 of these bad boys would go between London and New York. That means that it is 5,580 kilometers, 5,500 kilometers in between these 2 cities. And this is 1 kilometer and 700 meters, okay? 1,700 meters per cone. Okay, 1.7 kilometers for a cone. Now you know the distance between New York and London. Now you know the cone length, okay? Now you have to apply this knowledge into the next questions, okay? Here we come. How many cone 500s would you roughly need to tie together at the ends to reach from Earth's surface to the International Space Station's average orbit? And we are not talking about Mount Everest, we're talking about the average surface of the Earth, okay? That's what I assume that the number I got. It is not going to be from Mount Everest, you know, so it's going to be like ground level, okay? Ground level. What do you think? How many cones? How many cones? So you had, I'm just going to reiterate, you had 3,282 cones in between New York and London. So how many here? To the International Space Station, right up there, flying above us. It's like, you know, flying fast around the Earth, which has like, I believe it takes it like, is it 90 minutes or something, 60 minutes to do a whole round around, I'm pretty sure. To orbit. How far do y'all think the space station is? Lol, well, whips. I mean, we'll see in a second how far it is. It is 240 cones away. Only 240 cones. Think about that. 240 of these and you can get to the International Space Station, because it is 408 kilometers above the Earth's surface. So it's not that far off, really. I mean, actually some would say it's not even in in space, because Earth's, like, there is still parts of Earth's, like, very far atmosphere is still up there. So it hasn't entirely left that area. Of course, it's still like zero gravity and whatever else, kind of, but because of the free fall, the orbit, but still, only that. How many Cone 500s would you roughly need to tie together at the ends to reach from Earth's surface to the moon? Now you know where the International Space Station is. It is approximately 240 cones away. How many cones away is the moon? I haven't put in the sun or something, by the way. It's just going to be the moon. This is the furthest we will go in this quiz. But this is just to give you, maybe, I hope that this gives you some kind of like idea on the distances that we're talking about here, like in cone format, in yarn format. Hopefully you appreciate that. Maybe you learn something and you get to have a new appreciation maybe for these things, hopefully. I'm seeing a couple of Lauras that are laughing in the Facebook comments. Super fail on my part. Oh man, oh boy. I put a couple zeros too much. Oh well, yeah, I mean, it's not that far off the International Space Station. It's actually very close to Earth. It is, of course, I mean, it is always falling into the Earth, so it always has to have a little bit of a boost sometimes to regain the orbit. So it is fairly close to Earth, and that's also why they have to do that. It is 226,000 kilometers away. No, sorry, cones away. It is 384,000 kilometers away. So it is very, very far off the moon, and you have so many cones there. I don't think we've made that many cones. So basically, International Space Station 240 cones away, the moon 226,000 cones away. Think about that. Think about the distances here. That is wild. That is wild, okay? Not doing good in this quiz? Well, so how many cones do you have to tie from end to end to reach from the Hobbie's HQ, where I am right now, to the warehouse, which is in Greve, my birth town, my birthplace, where I grew up my entire life, Greve, which is a suburb to Copenhagen, basically. How many cones do you think you would need between those? So now you know how long there is to the moon. How long is there between Hobbie's headquarters to the Hobbii warehouse? You determine that. You guess that. Let's see here. I never had this terrible answers. Oh no. Let's see what the point total is for the person who wins. Appreciate it. Enjoy learning. Always forget instantly. Well, hopefully something sticks around, right? As if that information would help. I'm sorry, Amy. Listen, I wanted to help somewhat, maybe. The International Space Station is in microgravity. It's still within Earth's orbit, exactly. Well, it is in Earth's orbit, of course. I mean, many things are in Earth's orbit, but it is still within Earth's atmosphere. Which not everything in Earth's orbit is in the atmosphere. Like the moon is not in the atmosphere of Earth, for example. I'm pretty sure it is way too far away to be still in the. I don't know what it's called, the heliosphere or something. No, is that the sun? Oh, I don't know what the heliosphere is again, but there is something like that. This is 11. There's 11 of these cones from the Hobbii HQ to the warehouse. And now we have the final one. The final one, which is blasted on the screen. Come on. Woo! Bring it in. Let's see. Oh, will we have it? Is it gonna come up? In a second, maybe? It should. And here we go. How many Cone 500s would you roughly need to tie together at the ends to cover the circumference of the Earth at the equator? At the equator, okay? So where the Earth is basically the fattest that it gets. Because, of course, whenever the Earth spins, there's a tucking effect, basically. So it's a little bit like whenever you spin something like this, it kind of tucks in a little bit, it kind of, goes toward the middle, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but basically the Earth is a little bit more wide on the equator because that's where it spins around. So there is that. This is the cone. Okay, so how many Cone 500s would you need to go from this warehouse or wherever you are right now and back around to where you are again? How many cones do you think? I missed the zero. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. So you went a little bit too little maybe for it. I don't know. So you would need 226,000 to get to the moon. You would need about 23,000 to get around the Earth. It's right there, 23,573. So there you go. So it's a little bit like it is 10 times less than you would need to the moon. So that's like pretty. I mean, that makes sense because there is about 10 Earths between. Like you could put 10 Earth, sorry, between Earth and the moon. And I'm pretty sure you could also almost. I think you can fit Jupiter in. I think you can fit all the planets actually into in between Earth and the moon. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's about that. It's about there. But anyway, we have the Earth's equator as well with the cone. Who won this? It's Whips and Chains. Hold up. Let's fucking go. Woo! Okay. We also have Who That Scribble, and we have Elizabeth, we have Haven, we have Blooming, we have Lori, we have we have Cian, so on and so forth. Congrats to you, though. You were the mathematician of this quiz here, Whips. Let's go here, Whips and Chains. And you have won yourself a little gift card. That's right, that's right. Let me show it to you here. Boom! Boom! There you go. Live at Hobbii.com. Congrats, Whips and Chains. Wow, I got 4th place. Let's go, Haven. Let's go. Amazing. Thank you, Crash Course Astronomy. So, Whips, you know, because of Crash Course Astronomy, that's with the guy, I'm sorry to say this, the bald guy, right? Because I watched that when I was in like high school and I loved it. And he's such a good educator. Like I actually really miss. I might actually watch that again because it was a really informational crash course. We have one more quiz, of course. I'm gonna move myself up here again so I fit with the thing. Thank you, Hank Green. Wait, but Hank Green wasn't the host, right? He just made Crash Course, of course, together with his brother, of course, John Green. But they had the guy, the bald guy, was doing the crash course on astronomy, of course. So he's pretty cool. And I would also say, I think they still have hair. I mean, they have hair. The Greens have hair, but not the guy who did the astronomy. But he was cool. Go watch that. I mean, that's a really good crash course if you want to learn more. Which yarn fiber does not belong? Is it 1 viscose, 2 polyamide, 3 nylon, or 4 linen? This is, if you've ever played Connections, this is close to that concept. You have to tell me, in Connections, you basically have to find 4 words that have a similar thing that connects them. Here, you have to find 3 that connects, and then 1 that doesn't connect. Okay, so that's the concept here. And that's going to be the concept for these next 4 questions as well. So you have to tell me, what doesn't fit in there? You tell me. Viscose, polyamide, nylon, and linen. And I was actually very excited whenever I came up with this idea yesterday, I think. Because I was like, hold up. That's actually like, there's so many possibilities to do this with. You know, like you can keep doing it. And also, you can do it with anything. So, Oh, I only watch Crash Course History. So I don't even know of a bald man. But the bald man is so cool and you should watch it, Amy. You should watch it. This is brilliant. Let's go. Yep, the bald dude. Yeah. But he was amazing. He was great. I know I got that one wrong. It was. Let's see here. I believe I picked linen because linen doesn't is of course not a synthetic fiber. You got it right. You got it. I'm gonna actually have you guys tell me why it isn't after, of course, we have seen the answer in the future. So I'm not going to give you the answer unless I don't see the answer at all in the comments. So you have to tell me why the next 3 connected, okay? Okay, now you know. Don't say it immediately, of course, because you don't want to spoil the answer. So, sorry, I have some fiber in my... Oh, no. It's all the way back on the tongue, you know? Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna bother me. Which color does not belong? Is it 1 orange, 2 indigo, 3 blue, or 4 beige? Which of these does not belong? And I did make it a little bit easier this time around. I would say there is a way to make this very difficult, I think. So hopefully you guys will get this. and also enjoy this. But because next time I think I will make it a lot harder, a lot more difficult. Oh no! I think I just swallowed the hair. Oh well. Maybe I'm gonna cough up a hairball later, you know, like a cat. Who knows? I mean, that could happen. Let's see here. Let's see here. I see a couple possibilities of this. Okay, now I'm gonna see in the chat here. Oh, is it because only indigo doesn't end in E? No, that's not why. Beige because it's only the only natural one. It's not why, but it is beige. It is beige, and that's because of not in the rainbow. Exactly, Dan Stacy. Exactly. Who else said that? 3 because the others are non-primary colors. Not correctly, or not correct. It was actually beige because it is not part of the rainbow. But I actually see your point there, and I might have to be actually a little bit more. Like I have to think about the other possibilities also, because you could get fooled a little bit. But yeah, it is not in the rainbow. So you are correct, Vicky and Cynthia as well. Which of the following doesn't belong? Is it 1 wheel, 2 sockwool, 4 rainbow bamboo, or 4 cotton A4? You would have to know some Hobbii yarns here. Let's see. Yay, that was my reasoning for picking. Let's go. Oh man, wasn't thinking rainbow at all, lol. Well, yeah. The others are cause of the rainbow. Yes, Martina as well. Yeah. And Bolo as well, and Erica. Beige it is in the rainbow, or do you mean to say isn't in the rainbow, Erica? Because true. I think we're all 50% of yarn fuzz. Yeah, I mean, and I can just feel it in the back right now. I can just feel it, like, on the back of my tongue. Oh god, after this I'm gonna have to, like, try to fish it out, but I can't do that on camera. Let's see here. Okay, I'm seeing some people in the chat. Remember, don't say it in the chat before it's done, okay? Before it's over, so you don't spoil anything for anyone. But I'm seeing here, I think Scribble Dot got it. Oh, which one isn't French range? You are so correct. Yup. Of course, you have Friends Wheel. You have Friends Sockwool. You have Friends Cotton 8-4. Rainbow Bamboo. There's no Friends. So the others are the French yarns. Rainbow Bamboo didn't fit because there's no Friends Rainbow Bamboo. There you go. And many people got that wrong. I don't know what kind of thinking you guys brought into this, because I made sure that none of them are like the same sort of fiber. So I don't know what made you pick wheel, actually. It's a little bit hard to guess. Which of the following doesn't belong? Is it 1 Sultan, 2 Rainbow 8-4, 3 Necklight, or 4 Metallical? What do you think? I thought I picked 2, still would have got it wrong. I was convinced I got it wrong. Well, you didn't. I thought it was cake versus skeins. I see what you mean. Okay, that was a trick one. I thought you were talking about Wheel of Alpaca. Oh, I see you. I see, Rachel. I see. I tanked on this quiz. Oh no, Sherry. Oh no. Oh no, says Lita. Oh, Debbie. See, I was thinking of this shape. I see. Okay. I mean, I guess I can see that slightly. I think Sockwool because it's not a plant fiber. Okay, I mean, French Wheel is also acrylic, by the way, so that's also not a plant fiber. So that doesn't really work either. I'm trying to make sure that there's only one way the 3 connect, and that there's also not any connections to the one that isn't, you know what I mean? But it's quite hard to like see everything, you know, from all perspectives. Like it's basically like doing like a math piece, you know, and I'm not very... Like, I'm not going to be able to do that all the way, but hopefully as close to it as possible. Metallical! Yeah, I see why. It is because there's no deluxe. Necklight isn't a yarn, I actually see that now. But I picked specifically yarns, Sultan Deluxe, Rainbow Deluxe 8-4, Necklight Deluxe, which I thought would be a giveaway because I only wrote Necklight. I didn't write Deluxe, which is part of the name, but there's no Metallico Deluxe. So I thought the Deluxe would be obvious, But I actually see now that you can definitely just think that it's the yarn. Oh god. I thought that the neckline would give it away, that that's like the deluxe part, Sultan Deluxe, Rainbow Deluxe 8.4. Oof, okay, I need to tinker on this a little bit more, I see. Which of the following doesn't belong? 1 thick, 2 lace, 3 jumbo, or 4 bulky? Only the neckline needs batteries. Okay, Kelly, I mean, there are many ways to put it then, yeah, I guess so. I've gotten one right so far. Okay, maybe I need to tinker on this a little bit to make sure that there's no way for the correct answer to be able to be linked to the others. But that's also so difficult because, that's gonna be really hard. But I think it's a really fun concept to try to like puzzle out what it could be, right? Like I think it's a really fun quiz version. Probably one of my like most interesting things that I think I've come up. That was tricky of you, man. I'm sorry. Get the hell out of here. I have that neckline. Oh no. I knew it was too simple. Oh no. You know what? Maybe it is a little bit. Maybe we have to like also say it's okay for it to be a little bit trickery, right? It's okay for it to like be a little bit difficult to, completely know which one it might be. But I'm gonna try to make it a little bit easier to not be able, or harder to connect the one that should be a thick. Oh no, you thought jumpy, bulky, thick because it's like a way to say something is big? But lace, jumbo, and bulky are all yarn weights. They're all yarn weights, guys. That's why I put lace in there, because they figured, okay, then they might think that thick connects to jumbo and bulky, but no, it doesn't, because it's not a yarn fiber. Woo-hoo-hoo! We Sparkly Laura with 4 out of 5, and also Amy on there in second place, and Nelly many of you guys did very well. Good job to you. But of course, Sparkly Laura, congrats, you won this gift card in this quiz. The first edition of Does It Belong? Or Which Doesn't Belong, I suppose. Email me at live@hobbii.com and you can also receive a $25 gift card or equivalent in your currency. Second place, woohoo! What is happening? I'm so excited to see this board. Well, there it is. Wow. That's a pretty tough one, man. Matt, no! My brain does not work that way. Woo! Great trickery. Okay. 1 out of 5. Well, Nikki, you got 1 at least, right? So that's always something. Maybe try it out in the office first and see what people say. Test. I did run it by Louisa, actually, and she was like, oh, that's really good. But I also think it is okay for it to be a little bit trickery. This one, I think you could have definitely gotten that, yarn weights, jumbo, bulky, lace, right? Thick doesn't really fit with that, and that's actually okay. It's okay to have a red herring in there. I actually think that that's okay, but we'll see next week how it's gonna turn out. Worst quiz ever, but next week I'll be ready. Okay, Leah, let's go. You'll be ready, and you're doing that like, yes, I'll be there. I'm ready for it. This was a fun idea, Matt. Keep doing this one. Okay, Tanisha, I'm gonna do it next week as well to see how it goes there. Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Not a single one right, and bet I don't even win the giveaway. Tina, listen. Next week you got it more. Like many people didn't get very far here as well, so don't worry about it. And good luck, by the way, on the giveaway. Let's see here. Personally, they all make sense to me except the neckline one, but I get it now. Okay. I'm sorry, this was fun. Maybe play connections a bit more. Should I do it, or maybe you should, Whips? Are you saying that I should play more connections? I got a whole 3 correct answers across all 3 games, Kelly. I feel for you. You got it. He emailed you, Matt. Send me money and yarn, please. Of course, Whips. Thank you for the quick email. Your answers are too easily misinterpreted. Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna see if I can work on that, but at the same time, I also want there to be something shouldn't be too obvious, There should be a way to have a red herring in there. Yeah, you can. The thing is also there are so many combinations with 4 different things. You could really think different brains could think in very different ways, right? So maybe it's also a way to think what you guys think that I put as the connection or the connections. It is at least a very interesting concept, like a puzzle more. Like I think that this is the most puzzling quiz we've had, So I think it's pretty good. I think it might be very good. Although I scream at connections too, I'm so glad it isn't timed. Yeah, I think connections is also way worse though. Have you seen some of the connections they do sometimes? It's like, this word has an E as the third letter. It's like, okay, how was I ever supposed to guess that? How was I supposed to see that? It's like the words are so different. Artemis 722 with the victory. Oh no, I just inhaled more fiber. Oh no, Artemis, congrats to you. I just need to do a proper cough. Congrats to you, Artemis, and you can get here live@hobbii.com. You can get yourself a coupon code. I say congrats to all you guys who have won. Artemis as well. Congrats to you guys, and also of course next week we have bingo on Monday as always, as we always do, as we always have it, and also of course live shopping is taking a break next week, just so you know, and. I think the quiz might be on. I think so. I don't think there should be any break there. Oh no, I was about to fall. But I'll see you guys very, very soon for more quizzing. It's been fun. Hopefully you guys also have fun. Matt is going into a corner now to cough up some yarn balls. Exactly. I can just feel it, man. Feel it. Thank you for another quiz. So fun as always. Let's go, MBD. Thanks, man, for a great quiz. You got it, Joanna. Or Joanne, maybe, I don't know, sorry. Mieke, of course, you too, thank you for being always a great audience. It's been a very fun quizzes as well, as always. And let's see here. You guys need an air filter unit. I mean, this is actually, like, the air in here is really good. It's just like we have fiber from the yarns that are just flying, because that's what yarn do, So it doesn't really help much anyway. Connections is BS half the time, maybe they... Maybe do not play more to base the quizzes off of. No. I didn't base this off of connections, really. It's more like the concept is a little bit close to it. I have kind of quit playing connections because it's too difficult. It is way too difficult. But guys, it's been fun. Quiz time 5 for the next 23 hours, and I'll see you very, very soon. See you when I see you, guys. Have a good weekend whenever you get to it, and take care. Take care. Have a good time. Bye-bye. Peace. Peace out and have a good time, and look, Tau guards.